Early Monday morning, first day of school back. Students aren't going to be here until Wednesday. Teachers have in-service. Just wanted to show you a little bit of what we're doing here. The priority, I know it's reversed, I apologize. Work keys, platinums, golds. I don't have silvers up on this wall. This is our wall of fame. This is just from this semester that we just passed in August. CLEP, we have 17 of these. The yearbook staff buys these, makes these. We want the students to come by, see everything, see their names on the wall. It's amazing what a little recognition can do. These kids come by, they want to get a name on the wall. I had a student who asked, when her work key score came in, it was a silver, says, my name gonna go on the wall. And she was like, and I told her, no, gotta get a gold. Because there has to be something. Now, they get something for a silver, yes. But gold, platinum, they get that thing the silvers gets, and then also it goes up, name on the wall of fame. Also over here, this is just for this semester. Now, we have 17 of these. This isn't 17 yet. I haven't gotten them all made yet. The goal is 40. Had 34 last year, the goal is 40, 17 right now, so we still got a ways to go through the rest of the semester. But this right here, this is our wall of fame from last year. Now you can see, kept it all up, kept it going. Look at all these names on CLEP. Look at all those CLEP scores. CLEP. Our ACT scores, high, 25 or higher. All these, platinums, golds. Somebody asked me, the administrative assistant said in August, take these things down, go ahead and take them down. I'm like, no, I don't take them down. A student, seniors last year, said, I want to get my sign. No, we're not gonna get a sign. I don't want this wall to be empty come August when everybody comes back in. I don't want these kids to not see anything. I want these kids to see this and say, I'm going to get my name on the wall. Also, it's awesome social media when you have to go up and you say, we had to expand our wall of fame. Look at that. Now, I'm not going to keep those names up there forever. What I'm going to do is, after this wall is full, then I'm going to take that wall down and start over. It's a process. Here, first thing we want to come back here, welcome home warriors from the yearbook staff. Here's all my yearbook members. Kids did this last day of school before Christmas break. Many kids don't see it. Excuse me. Kids today, I don't care. Point being is somebody may see that. And somebody may say, it's a great day to be a warrior. At least somebody here cares about me. No telling us what they're going to get when they get home. Here, at least with me, my administrator and a bunch of the other teachers I know, we're going to care about the kids. Thank you.
Alright, today we're going to be doing graphic literacy. Now, a lot of you already have the necessary score on your work keys test for graphic literacy. Some of you are trying to boost that up to a gold, even a platinum. I understand. Some of you think that I've already got what I need. You don't. The better you do on this test, the more industry certifications you'll get. He's got these certifications. The way things are working is there's a big push with the industry, the state, to look at this stuff, okay? Not just who your mama knows, who your daddy knows, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Judging people based upon their actual skills. This test is one of them. Also, if you do plan to go to college, this test can work similar to the ACT at community colleges, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the better you do, the better you'll work. Graphic literacy today, basically all graphic. All right, so what graphic literacy is, you've already taken this test a couple of times. Basically, it's reading charts, graphs, because you're going to have to do this stuff whether you go to a four-year university and you go and you become an engineer, or whether you go work in the oil field. There's going to be charts, there's going to be reports, and you got to know what you're looking at. And so that's all we're doing, is we're going to work on that today.
So yeah, it's extremely important that we think outside the box. We did things this semester, that we've never done before. We're going to keep on doing them because we want to achieve greatness. We want to do things that we've never done before. Hey, Coach Greg, what's going on, huh? We want to do things that we've never done before, and it's going to be awesome. We talked to Mr. Kamak. We're going to go over here. We're going to talk to Jessica Winters. Jessica Winters is our financial math instructor. And what she did was she helped me achieve WorkKeys excellence. We went, I'll give you the numbers later, but basically we had 37 seniors who had not achieved their 18 on the ACT or their WorkKeys silver. And we got that all the way down to 13 in one semester. It was awesome. It was strictly because the partnership that we forged, math and English, thinking outside the box. Let's go over here. I'm coming in. This is Jessica Winters. She doesn't know she's going to be filmed. There she is, right? There she is. Where you at?
No, I'm right here.
Right here. This is Jessica Winters. She's our financial math teacher. And Miss Winters, talk a little bit about what you and I did with WorkKeys last semester.
So what a lot of people don't know is WorkKeys is a test that juniors and seniors can take, and what it does is it gives them money for college in the future. If they score a silver, they can get up to 2 years of community college completely paid for through TOPS Tech. So what we did is, since I teach financial math and business math, we kind of restructured math in a way that the kids understood. So we kind of took away the computers because they sometimes can be a distraction. We went back to pencil and paper and hardcore math. So we broke that down, taught kids how to understand and read a problem and work them, and the majority of them took the test and did pretty well. So we got a lot of silvers and golds and even some platinums.
And we didn't do that in math class. We did that in English class. You may
Yes.
think to yourself, ooh, English, we should read Macbeth. The kids don't need to read Macbeth. They need a good ACT score. They need a good WorkKeys score. They're towards the end. They're about to graduate. They don't need to know Macbeth. They need WorkKeys.
And some kids aren't good test takers, and the ACT is a big, heavy valued test that people put a lot of pressure on, and that intimidates kids. Well, the WorkKeys is a little step back. It's still intensive and it's still informative, but yet it's not as well known, so the pressure isn't as extensive on it. So the kids tend to do a lot better.
Thank you, Ms. Winters.
Hi, my name is Jessica Winters, and I teach financial math here at Lakeside High School.
Standardized testing is synonymous with education in today's America. From nearly the time a child can walk, the tests begin. Terms like LEAP, EOC, ACT, and more are tossed about the same or with greater frequency as those such as algebra and English. However, there is one test our juniors and seniors will take that is arguably the most important of them, as it is used to give them a competitive advantage immediately in the job hunt after graduation.
One of the things I teach also is WorkKeys. And what WorkKeys does is it helps kids get certified in applied mathematics that they would use in workplace, like counting money or figuring out mileage. WorkKeys is also good for students when they go into college because it helps them with TOPS money, which helps them pay for college.
ACT WorkKeys is comprised of 3 tests: applied math, workplace documents, and graphic literacy. It is designed to teach students real-world, practical, and business-oriented skills so they can succeed immediately after high school, especially those young men and women foregoing college and immediately entering the workforce. Rather than a number, students' performance is ranked via the designations bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Using technology such as computers and Chromebooks, our students practice daily, moving from simple problems such as this, ranked as a bronze level, to more difficult ones. The designations grant students credentials they can use as they compete for jobs at increasingly competitive workforces. The Department of Education and ACT have worked with the Louisiana Association of Business and Industry, Chambers of Commerce, economic development foundations, and industry stakeholders to communicate the value of the credentials and the knowledge the student who has them holds.
Hey, I'm Maya Holmes from Lakeside High School. WorkKeys is not only good for college, it's good for the workforce also.
The test isn't just important for entering the workforce. High scores on the WorkKeys test entitle students TOPS money, which is helpful in paying for college.
Hey, I'm Deja Wiggins. I'm a senior here at Lakeside. I made a gold in the WorkKeys testing, and that is going to help me pay for my tuition in college.
All right, so let's look at the next one. It says it takes 4 minutes to complete an administrative task. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute. How many seconds does it take to complete an administrative task? Who thinks they know the answer? Austin?
B, 240.
B 240. And he's correct. Can somebody tell me how you got it? Or Austin, can you tell me how you got 240?
Y'all multiply 60 times 4.
60 times 4. Exactly. In this, it says that they have 4 total minutes to complete a task. Well, there's 60 seconds in a minute, so if we have 60 of the 4 minutes, 4 times 60 equals 240. So it'd be 240 seconds.
High scores on the tests, gold, platinum, even a silver, demonstrates he or she has the vital skills that are needed in the workforce. It illustrates that the person who holds those scores has the mental capability to handle the demands of the job. It gives our kids an advantage in the job hunt. So as your junior and senior nears the high school finish line, be sure to ask them how they're doing in the WorkKeys prep. In many ways, this test is far more important than the ACT. In the simplest terms possible, scoring well on this test will definitely help your child get a leg up as they move through the door into the adult world. And remember, it's always a good day to be a warrior.
Anybody tell me how they got 240B? Problem, and then tell me where you started in the problem, and that's your answer. So you'd have to start with what you had at the beginning and then subtract what you've sold to figure out what you have left, to figure out how much you need to get to where you want to be. Multiple step problem. All right? So let's look at number 17. Did everybody get that?
So first you
Mm-hmm.
do your hours,
Uh-huh.
and then the bill,
Mm-hmm.
and then sum all that up together, and then subtract the amount the company made by your pay.
Yes, because remember, I'm working for the company, so the company still has to pay me. Because I mean, there'd be no point in me doing it if the company doesn't pay me. But the company still has to make money off of it. So they totaled the bill for $1,260. Well, they're gonna pay me $700 out of it. So the rest of the money is gonna go to the company. Set up in a fraction. So it's wanting you to say, all right, you could do it backwards, but I do it this way. For every 50 employees, there's 1 supervisor. All right, so we need to find the equivalent ratio. So then basically you do the same thing, and then you just set it up 50. I don't get that respect on it. Number 23. Number 23. It says a report shows that 2 out of every 20 employees of a particular company are interested in applying for a promotion. First, find out how much the customer is having, what the bill is.
1260.
Okay, what did you say?
1260. You say 1260?
1260. Why? How'd you get 1260? Level 4. So this is silver. Okay. This is this is literally a practice test. It says right there at the top. All right. Number 16 it says you are a bricklayer working for a construction company. You laid bricks for 7 hours per day for 4 days on the job. The customer was billed $45 per hour for your work, and you were paid $25 per hour. After your wages have been paid, how much money did the company make for your work on this job? So what am I going to do that 19?
Times it by 12.
Times it by 12. Why am I going to times it by 12?
That's how many people buy it.
Exactly, because we're timesing it by 12 because that's how many people bought the small arrangement. So 19.
Today's Lakeside Video Diary is brought to you by Madden Contracting in Sibley. Thank you for your support. Today is part 2 in our series of stories on the Harper Center, the site of a former elementary school that has now been turned into a collaborative effort between the Webster Parish School System and the Technical College in Minden. Last week we focused on the CNA program. Now we set our sights on the instrumentation program. Many, many wonderful things are being learned there. Students are learning the skills they need before they go out into the real world.
Quick, so, ready? Good morning. My name is Mr. Jerry Watkins, and I'm with Northwest Louisiana Community and Technical College over here at Harper, teaching a tools and work calculations course that's part of our industrial instrumentation program. Just to make sure no one's in front of the bed.
Go down.
You're high back there.
Go
Go
down.
down, Jake.
Go down a little bit. Right
Right
there.
there.
Perfect.
back out, keep going forward. The diagram is important because it helps the students to see a pathway where they will be able to kind of think about where they'll be at in 4 or 5 or 6 years. Gets them ready to start thinking about work.
Dr. Beverly Smith is the coordinator of the Jump Start program for the parish. She has a message for parents and students interested.
And anyone that's interested in our programs, you simply need to speak with the counselor or the administration at each local school, and they will be able to direct you and give you more information on how to enroll on each campus.
While the students work with their hands, they also work with their minds and on the computers, putting into practice what they learn downstairs.
Jump Start program in the summer, we offer what's called Jump Start Summers, and the students are able to earn credentials on their local campus through their industrial arts, our ag programs, as well as here through our CNA program. And in the summer, within our summer programs, the students are offered incentives for doing that, and they're monetary incentives, and they will earn within the programs here, as well as the Jump Start Summer, is dual enrollment, which means they get college credit as well as high school credit and certification. So again, if you're interested in any of that, contact the local schools. They should be able to give you the information you need, and from there we can move forward.
There's a lot of great stuff going on in the parish. The conversion of this former elementary school into the Jump Start Center is forward thinking. Says a lot about what we're doing in Webster Parish. This is the second part of our series of stories on the Harper Center and Jump Start in general. Stay tuned. We have more to tell you. Remember, it's always a great day to be a warrior.
I'm Brody Crawford. I passed my club test.
I'm Michaela and I passed my club test.
I'm Ariel and I passed my club test.
I'm Jacola and I passed my club test.
I'm Anna and I passed my club test.
When a student passes a CLEP test, that indicates that they have the knowledge they need to not have to take that class in college. In September, 5 of our seniors passed the English Composition CLEP test, which gives them credit for English 101 and 102. In the past, those seniors would have to take dual enrollment classes, which takes up an entire year to do 101 and 102. Now that they've passed the test, it's all over with. Last year, 34 of our seniors passed a CLEP test. We're looking to go higher this year as we help prepare our students for the future after high school. Fall break is over. Our seniors are back at it, getting ready for the last standardized test they're going to take before they graduate high school. They're prepping for the CLEP test this week. Mr. Beavers, Ms. Culpepper, Coach Cooper are giving CLEP tests. Let's talk to the students about it.
Right now we're working on an essay about is it better to be independent or rely on others?
Okay. And why are we doing this?
So we can work harder to get better on our CLEP test scores.
Well, I passed my club test and I was like, the only one to do it out of this classroom, and I'm helping my classmates try to get their essay up so they can pass the club test.
I want to pass because I want to do free English in college and free dress for the night scene.
You know, I can't tell you how many times I talk to seniors and they have no idea about paying for college. They know they're going to go to college. They have no idea about the process. Every single time I have an armed forces recruiter come in, same as that question. They ask, how many of y'all going to go to college? Everybody raises their hand. How many you going to pay for it? Nobody raises their hand. They have no idea. I think that pushing our students to the Jump Start when they're young, as Mr. Utley and I have discussed, is a alternate pathway. I'm amazed how many students believe they're going to go to college late in their high school career, even though they aren't in a position to do it. They can't pay for it. They don't have the test scores. They take on countless amounts of debt, dollars in student loans. Then a lot of them only attend a single semester because they don't know how to manage themselves away from home. They fail out.
begin working jobs they hate because they're sold a bill of goods by teachers who stress college, college, college above everything else. It's the biggest disservice we can do to our kids. Must push kids to jumpstart those that need to, that we deem jumpstart early. It has to be a collaborative decision. It has to be talked to with parents, students, etc. In a way, you can't do it in a, you can't go to college, you're too dumb to go to college. That's not it. That's not it. Jumpstart is not for dumb kids, and it has that negative persona amongst our students here. And I'm sure it's that way across the state. It's a matter of breaking that. You got to do it when they're younger. You can't wait till they're 10th or 11th or 12th graders. They got to declare, of course, but they need it in their head when they're young, 7th, 8th graders, etc. But how do you do that? How do you do it? And the answer is simple. We're educators. We educate. By educate, I mean both students and parents. Need to begin as early as 8th grade, maybe even 7th grade. Bring students to our Harper Center. Our Harper Center is an invaluable tool. We need to tour them. We need to mandate field trips to our local community college that we have in Minden. Go over to Shreveport. Talk to the kids. It needs to begin early. Cannot wait till 11th and 12th grade. Can't rely on coaches who have time to kill and just bring in guest speakers. Can't simply announce there's a mandated Jump Start meeting over the intercom to our students who are not listening. Have no one attend because we did not publicize it. This must be our priority. If it doesn't interfere with the LEAP, EOC, we must prioritize Workkeys and Jump Start. We also have to get students interested in vocational fields. There must be a push for all students to take ag classes. I'm a firm believer in that. It has to start early, something me and Mr. Utley are doing. We're going into them 7th and 8th grade, 6th grade classrooms, pushing it. Why are we putting kids in ACT prep class taught by coaches with no real effort being put into the test? I don't know if that happens at other schools, but that happens here. ACT prep is a joke. Why are these students even in an ACT class if they're on the Jump Start path? I know we all have to take it, etc. I'm not denigrating or putting down the ACT. I'm not doing that. But the way it's done is a joke. We need to go to junior high students who are still impressionable. Show the benefits of ag. Stress the fact 2 ag classes counts as 1 science. Show the figures on how much money a technical grad can make as compared to a liberal arts grad. Stress how much debt college adds to their life. Go to the kids' homes. Require teachers to make phone calls. Set up meetings. Can't visit everyone, I know that. But we can target specific kids. Do not let these students make it to their senior year with the notion they are going to college only to ruin their young life. To me, that is akin to a crime by an educator. All right, now I'm going to lay out several points of way we can do this. Now, this is all in a report that I submitted to our Jumpstart coordinator at the district level. I have attached it to my Teacher of the Year application, so you can read it in more in depth if you'd like to. So, first step, number 1, how do we do this? Get students interested early. Just talked about that. 2, visit with parents. This is going to take getting outside the box, comfort zone. This is going to take not going home at 3 o'clock. Look, I see what other teachers do. We grade papers, yeah, but I see what a lot of these other teachers do. You can go to a parent's house. You can make parent phone calls about a kid's future. If you can call a parent to gripe at the parent about the kid, you can call a parent to talk about the kid's future. Target specific students early. stress ag to all of our students. Make teachers incorporate work keys into classes that do not have an E or C or LEAP. This includes English 4. I have shown you in my videos. That's what I do. Does not matter. It's a dual enrollment class. You can still do it. Educate students and parents about Jump Start. Force teachers to change the way they do things and do not accept excuses. Tour the Harper Center early and often. Tour the community college early and often. Bring real world awareness about the economy and the financial system of our area to the students early and often. They need to know the jobs that are out there. They need to know the jobs that pay. Work with like-minded key members of the district to make a comprehensive plan. And dare I say, talk to business and industry leaders about what they need and then actually do it. Oh, we can't. We have a curriculum from the state. We have to whatever. No. Elective teachers do not have a curriculum from the state. And if they do, there's enough leeway. There's enough leeway in lots of high school teachers' schedules to do this. It's very frustrating to me. I want to make this change, and I'm pushing it. There's only so much a few people can do. But you endeavor to do it anyway. You don't stop. Live by this. Never be cruel or cowardly. Never give in or give up. Always stand. Thank you for your time.